Hello there all you absolutely magnificent people, and welcome back to another episode of An Ecologist Plays, where we talk about nature while playing games. As you can see, well, we are back in Monster Hunter World, and we are about to set off on, well, apparently the best kind of quest. Let's see what that is all about. And here we go. Apparently the best kind of quest is an escort quest. So here we go. We are going to try and protect the scholars as they make their way through the Wildspire Wastes. But you know what, before we go, I think we're just going to quickly make a new charge blade over here because, well, it is going to do a bit more damage, and it also has got blast damage to it, so I think this is the one we are going to go for. We've got enough of the materials, the iron ore we need, and we've got the money for it. May as well grab that, shall we? And here we go. And you know what, we are going to upgrade some of our armor as well. The bone van braces here, for example, which gives us a greater chance to stun a creature. Yeah, this is definitely going to be upgraded. And I think our chest piece as well. And now we are ready, so let's head on out. And here we go. Oh, beautiful arid landscape, carved by time and wind and water. And of course, all the plants and animals here are adapted to the aridity of the area. Kind of goofy looking currently with the event going on, but there we go, there's our handler, the big ass cat. Alrighty, don't worry.
The slag was found in the desert area of the Wildspire. Guide us there safely, partner.
Alright, so we're heading to the slag that is somewhere in this desert area. Along the way, of course, we are going to just, you know, catch a few things, like these carrier ants over here. Might as well, you know, grab some of them.
The environment here is completely different from the ancient forest.
Yes, the Wildspire Waste features a mixture of dry land and swamp.
I guess we've got swamps here as well.
Naturally supports its own unique ecosystem.
I do love the fact that we now will have a very, very different landscape compared to the ancient forest. And I'm very excited to actually see what other biomes we will encounter as we continue playing this game.
Hey, look! A waterfall!
The water filters down through the sand and collects in the lower areas, thus creating a mire.
Is that some type of beetle?
Oh, they've seen a beetle over there.
Here are quite resilient creatures.
Mm-hmm.
They have adapted excellently to the dry climate.
We'll talk about that, I guess, in a moment.
Learn to survive. The fruit scattered throughout the area has a hard shell that helps retain moisture.
Yeah, that's also a great adaptation. I love the fact that the scholars here are also giving a whole bunch of information. Anyway, so the water there is coming from the ancient forest where there is a lot of water. And now it's actually creating a nice swampland over here, or a little mire as the scholars they called it as well, in a technically desert environment. And some of the water here will now seep through. Is there another waterfall along here? Yes, the water does flow into the Wildspire Wastes now, into the arid area. And will most likely be a very, very valuable source of water. Let's just have a... Okay, yes, I know we've got to go that way. I know. Let's first have a look here at this beetle. A very, very spiky beetle. It is a flying species. Now, if you're looking at beetles in desert areas, well, a lot of them actually are not able to fly. And we'll talk about that, I guess, a little bit later on. But this little guy has got a lot of spines on it, trying to prevent things eating it. Really an awesome looking little guy. Of course, our handler is unhappy about the fact that we have gotten sidetracked. But we are trying to catch wedge beetles over here. Okay, I don't know. Maybe we can actually... We've got the option to go wedge beetle. Oh, so that's what we use that for. Okay, we use the wedge beetle to actually grip onto the branches. Okay. We have got a spider web here as well. We are going to get that as well because, well, that will be useful later on for making traps.
Stay close to us, part.
The handler is really unhappy about the fact that we are not right there with him. I know. We've got one job. Oh, there we go. There's a new fruit here. Let's grab this. A tough-skinned fruit. This is the fruit with a very tough exterior, the hard fruit. It is there to try and reduce desiccation, reduce the likelihood of, well, reduce the water loss from the fruit. A lot of arid species will have very little moisture in their fruit. A flesh bug. Oh, this is also useful. May as well grab that. Or flesh pods.
Look, the Wildspire.
Aha.
That's where we'll find what we came for.
It does look like a massive termite mound or ant mound over there. Maybe made by the carrier ants. Not sure. Well, they are working hard. We're hardly working. Let's have a look here. Ooh, there's something to mine over here. So a lot of these caverns that we see here would have been created by water. You can see it's kind of smoothed out, and water probably filtered through along here.
Did you hear that?
Everyone, stay on guard.
Oh, there's
Come on,
something there.
guard. I need you over here.
Okay. Yeah, water would have flowed through here, through this area, creating, it's most likely sandstone. It's a type of rock that can erode quite easily with water. But it most likely eroded tunnels over a long period of time. Okay. What is that all about, I wonder?
Everyone, be careful. Mind checking it out for us there, partner?
I'll be there in a moment. I'm just busy botanizing. Alright, let's have a look here. Ooh. A Rathion. Oh my word. Okay. Yeah, so of course a winged wyvern. This means we are trying to get it out of this area with a dung pod.
Go, go, go! You might be able to use your slag to create some kind of noise and distract them.
Okay, it is going away to that side. Please fly away. Okay, it has flown away. Okay, great stuff. I love the dung pod when it works. Run, little ones. Yes, we have opened up a nice gap for you, so you can go and run ahead while we catch some omen fly. So I would expect the Rathion to be in these more open areas. It's very interesting that it actually was in this wooded area though. Maybe it was here trying to get food, or maybe it actually came for a bit of water. Because I mean, even Rathion has to drink occasionally. Ooh, what are these footprints?
We're almost there. Keep it up.
The evidence is within sight. You've done a fine job, Hunter.
Thank you, Scholar. Oh, another track. Ooh, what is this? This is something else. A mud track.
Let's see what
Ooh.
kind of present Zorah Magdaros has left for us.
Ooh, look at these fruit here. Ah, nice. So these fruit here are very reminiscent of the tsamas we have in South Africa or Southern Africa. Now, in desert environments like this, fruit like these can be extremely important. There's a lot of moisture in there, but I will tell you this, I have tasted tsama. They are not very tasty. They are very bitter. If you bite into this expecting a watermelon's taste, you are going to be sorely disappointed. And you know, the idea is that you don't want to waste nutrients producing a tasty fruit. You just want to produce one that is edible. And well, this is edible, so a lot of animals will actually eat this. And in desert environments, if you're looking, for example, at Botswana, north of South Africa, there were lots of people moving through the Kalahari Desert, the true Kalahari Desert, which is a massive arid area in Botswana. But people were only able to actually move across that desert landscape in years when there was an abundance of tsamas, of these melons available. In other years, they just could not travel across. You basically, either you or your oxen would die on the journey, or maybe both would die on the journey. So in years when there were lots of tsamas, like these guys over here, people could actually cross the desert. In other years, no, not so much. We do have a few flying creatures over here as well, but they do look like massive, naked, vulture-type dragons. I guess we will talk about them in a future episode when we're just running around here. But for now, the handler is getting kind of frustrated with me not popping up to see what kind of evidence Zorah Magdaros has left for us. Alright, so here we go. A nice big piece of slag. Marvelous.
Look over there. Another clue.
Me first.
Of course, the scholars are just interested in actually looking at it, not potential dangers that abound. I mean, this is the Wildspire Wastes, of course, so there's a good chance there's going to be something dangerous around. With it, we at least are vigilant. And, oh. Ah, Barroth. Ooh. A Barroth. Nice. Okay. So this is an incredibly big beast. I guess somewhere between 12 and 17 meters in length. And we are going to, of course, apparently stun it with a shot to the eye. Shot to the eye, and then you fall down. We let the scholars escape. Alright. Now, this is going to be a challenge. Okay, so a headbutt, of course. We are just trying to first see what type of attacks it does. It does a headbutt, it does shake. Ooh, okay, so it's getting rid of mud. It had mud on it. Oh. So this creature would live very similar to something like a warthog or an elephant or a buffalo. All kinds of creatures that lie in the mud. Usually it is to reduce parasites. In this case, I'm guessing it actually hardens as armor across it. I also have it using its thick head plate there, not just for it as an adornment, but also to try and... Oh, shame my Memphis is seriously under attack. It is using its head plate there, like as an attack, like that. Okay, that's a big attack again. Okay, so while it is attacking like that, though, it is also kind of slow to react. So that may be our opening, like there, for example. So it kind of really is focused on attacking forward. Oh, that's the mud. That's the mud. Whole mud pile, in fact. But look at that club on the tail tip there as well. Very reminiscent of an Ankylosaurus. Okay, so most likely it would be able to actually use the tail club as well as a form of attack. But oh, there we go, a nice charge, very reminiscent for me at least of a rhino's charge. And probably like rhinos, they don't have great eyesight. Okay, there we go, charge forward, did a big bash, and this is our opening to get a few cuts in on it. Okay, that also did a nice explosive attack on it. But that's the mud being shaken off. Okay, so on the tail there was some mud there. Still is. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, hello there. Charge forward. Big attack. Oh, that did a nice bit of damage. Oh, it looks like it's getting ready to charge. Okay, shaking mud again. Okay, there it goes. Okay, it's heading off. Okay, so now we'll just need to track it. That's a beautiful, beautiful beast. Let's have a look at it when we actually get to it again. We are going to run closer and see where it is. Oh, there it is. Heavily, heavily armored on the back. Now those scales there, those ridges, of course, provide a nice flexible armor. It's not a rigid carapace or rigid shell like a tortoise, for example. Instead, it's more like an armadillo or something along those lines with a more movable armor. Now, not able to curl up like some of the armadillos are able to do. Not all armadillos can, however, curl up into a ball, but this one definitely can't. But there we go. There's the thicker tail as well, and then the tail club currently in the sand there, in the soil there. Nice big hands and feet as well. The belly does appear to be slightly more vulnerable, so slightly softer. There's the tail club. There you can see it. It does have big teeth. Now, as far as I know, these guys are insectivorous. They're feeding mostly on ants, which I find very interesting that they then have a lot of teeth. That those teeth there would most likely be for defense, not for actually eating. If you're looking at myrmecophagus or ant-eating species, they generally are toothless. They don't have teeth because they don't need teeth to actually eat something squishy like an ant. Now, of course, the carrier ants that these guys, oh, it's coming this way, that these guys are feeding on, they are bigger, and maybe they do need teeth to actually feed on that. Look at that, there is an ant's nest right in front here as well. So, yeah, definitely what they are feeding on. Before we carry on, we do also need to just, I think, sharpen our blade here. Have it in tip-top shape. There we go, perfect. But yeah, there it is. I'm not sure about the function of those kind of tubes and nostrils on the top there. Maybe that is to actually, I don't know, maybe that's to amplify sound. No idea. It does have quite small eyes though. Most likely does not have great eyesight. This is not the main way they are trying to find food. I mean, if you are looking for ants, you don't have to have big eyes or good eyes to see that. So very much like a rhino, don't have very well developed sense of sight, which means they kind of just charge forth blindly. But what they most likely should have in order to actually eat, oh, that's a big jump for this creature, okay. What they most likely do need in order to eat insects would be a very long sticky tongue, because that is another myrmecophagous species or ant-eating species adaptation, along with very sharp claws, which this one does have. So the claws, of course, will be used to dig into the nest of the ants or whatever they are trying to eat, and then they would insert their tongue to actually slurp up all the insects that are there. We're just going to run through the cactus here. The Barroth footprint, may as well grab that to level up our understanding. Oh, there's a Rathion old footprints as well. Oh dear. But this Barroth here, oh, a Gestodon. Okay, I was like, what on earth is running there? But that's a Gestodon. But the Barroth here has different behavior from what you would expect from normal ant-eaters and stuff like that, or ant-eating species. They also will be lying in mud. We do see the mud that they shake off occasionally as well. So there is a Gestodon over here. We don't want to actually anchor the Gestodon. We just want to run past them. We're going to grab the Parashroom here. I think they are feeling threatened though with us in the area. They are doing the threat display. Okay, but we have just snuck past them. Scout flies are indicating that there's something this way. There's another old footprint right over here. There we go, right over here. Alright, so let's grab the wiggly lychee over here. And let's also grab this parrot. Now I have learned my lesson. I'm not kicking it. I am instead catching it. There was something moving around here as well, in the mud. I just saw it for a brief moment. Not sure what was actually moving around. But there's an old mud track. Also, of course, of the Barroth. Oh, an iron helm crab. This is interesting. This looks like a trilobite. Or a horseshoe crab, actually. More, maybe a horseshoe crab. What are they doing there? Is it? We have to move a little bit further away to actually focus with our binoculars. It has got eyes, and it almost looks like it's got eyes on the side of its body as well, but I think those most likely are spiracles to breathe. But look at that. Looks like they're waving legs in the mud here. They're most likely the feeding apparatuses. Yeah, there we go. It actually looks more like the gills of this helm crab over here, of this helmet crab. Of course called the helmet crab because, I mean, look at that. That looks like a helmet right there. I could plop that onto my head, no problem. But yeah, most likely feeding on food particles that is present in the mud over here. Oh, that is beautiful. We are going to catch it. If we can. Yes, we could. There we go. Iron helm crab. Crustacean found in muddy terrain, frequently carries hard objects and occasionally drops piercing pods. Okay, well, cool. We've got one in our collection now. Oh, there's another parrot toad over here. May as well, grab that. The toads, of course, they are surviving along the river courses here. This is the only water in the desert. So this is, of course, where you would find them. It makes sense that you would find a lot of amphibians and even some fish and things like that around here as well. Now, I don't think we can catch these fish. No, we cannot. We are going to be attacked by them. Oh, wow. You coming onto land. That is very interesting. Okay, I thought I was safe on the land there, but I was not. Now, of course, flopping around on land, they're not very agile. But let's do that to it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, what is that sound? Oh, is that the Apsaros? Yeah, I think that's an Apsaros. Oh, no, that's the Barroth. Oh dear, that's the Barroth. Okay, so this is a Gajau. The Gajau whisker we got. Okay, so the Barroth does love spending time in the mud, so it would make sense that it would come through here occasionally. Let's actually follow it again, shall we? Yes, yes, yes. Gestodon, I know you're unhappy with me. Oh, there's even a moss swine here. A little moss swine. So interesting what was mentioned in the previous video's comments there. There we go, there's the Barroth. That the moss swine previously, old monster hunters, we're just hiding from the Barroth here, we don't want to fight him here. In the old monster hunters, there were no markers on the map to show you where things like mushrooms are, the special mushrooms in particular. And the only way you could find that would be to follow things like the moss swine. Okay, we do have to, finish this. We've got only 23 minutes left, so we have to, do this now. Oh, here it is. Here it is. And we're just going to, you know, start with that, which did a bit of damage. Now, I do want to get it out of the mud here, though, because this is not ideal for really shaking off a lot of mud there. Now, lying in the mud, most likely, to try and stay out of the sun. If it's anything like a hippo, for example, which I think it very much is, it does not like the sun. It can't handle the sun. Okay. Yeah, we do need to get out of the mud here. Oh, yeah, never mind. There's the mud again. Okay, this is not a great place to actually attack it. Let's run to a less muddy area. Hopefully it follows us now. No, it's not following us anymore. Oh man, that Barroth just wants to hang around the mud flats, doesn't it? And here he comes. Come, Barroth. We've been waiting for you. Oh, shaking mud off. Oh, that's a lot of mud on it. Ooh, yeah, there we go. It's using its tail very much like an ankylosaurid to try and hit us. It's dangerous at both ends, you know. With the headbutt as well as the tail swipe. We're just going to go to a more open area where there's not a lot of mud around. Or try to at least get there. Come on. Because there is a muddy area over there. But it's also a nice big area for us to... Oh, okay. You know, get hit by it. There we go. Oh, very hard head there that we tried to connect to, but we could not.
A few moments later.
Oh, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. This is very bad. I got hit unnecessarily. Oh, there we go. It's covering itself in mud, rolling around in the mud. Now, of course, it will most likely shake that off. We are stunned. There we go. There's a bit of a steam blowing there as it charges, so maybe it is actually to... I don't know whether it's to intimidate. This is really a horrible spot to actually fight it. There we go. Blowing that steam just before it charges. And there we go. That's a nice explosive bit of damage there. Oh, that's mud. That's mud. Probably going to come for us again now. Or is it going to roll in the mud again now? That may be it. It may be rolling in the mud. It's running off somewhere. Okay, let's follow it, shall we? Okay, it's right up ahead. Okay, this is a better area because... Oh, there is a mud pool here. Ah, man, I was just thinking there's no mud pool here. Ah, there we go. And we can do a proper charge attack like that. Do quite a bit of damage there to it. There is a bit of Barroth material here. Oh, that's mud, that's mud, that's mud. It's unfortunately now covered kind of by mud there. We did get something off it, I'm not sure what that was. Oh, there's even more mud. Oh man. That's not nice of you, Barroth. There we go, want to see what this is. But there's a cactus that was dancing a moment ago. But when we got close... it stands still. Very interesting. I don't know what on earth that is. What are you? A cactor. When I hit you, apparently. Oh! Oh! That's what it does. It shoots a whole bunch of spines. As a, oh, Memphis is out, I believe. Why is Memphis fighting that? And then it runs off. Oh, that's a very nice defense mechanism. And it seems like, apparently, we did quite a bit of damage there because the Barroth is actually running off. That is great. He's probably heading to that area where we saw him earlier. Lying in the mud, very similar to a hippo, also similar to rhinos. Like rhinos in the middle of the day, like this one over here. They do love lying in the mud. It keeps them cool, big-bodied creatures. Yeah, they are not well adapted for life in the desert. So yes, you do have elephants, of course, in arid savannas as well, but they've got special adaptations to actually allow them to cool down. But the larger you are, the more horrible it is to actually be in an arid area. Hello there, Barroth. Why is Memphis just on these little floaty? What are you going to do now? Okay, shake mud off. Okay, come, join us in the dry area, Barroth. Oh, it actually broke that rock down as it head stomped it. Okay, let's head to a more open area again. I do love fighting it more in the open. And I do want to actually create a nice opening for myself to hit it. So I think I'll hit it with a flash pot. There we go. And let's hit it with a nice charged attack. That should do quite a bit of damage. It is whacking its tail again on the ground. Now, in some cases, that could be used as a form of intimidation. But I don't think that is what it is using it for. I think it is using it to really try and whack us. It is still dazed, but now it's up there. Its head is basically impenetrable, though. And, wow. Oh, okay. Apparently I mounted it. Let's brace. Oh, I did press left mouse button. That was not fun. I was actually bracing, but for some reason it did not count as a brace. That did suck. Oh well. Ooh, look at the Apsaros there, forming a defensive circle. Trying to protect, if there were any young ones around, they would be protecting their young ones there. Of course it is actually lying in the mud, or rolling around in the mud again. Oh! There we go. Wow.
You did it, Raptor. Okay, I'll be waiting over by the slag.
That was an awesome fight though. Challenging. Challenging. But we got it. And now we are able to, of course, reap the rewards here. So we've got some Barroth shells. And scalp. Alright. Wow. Okay, so we are going to, of course, at some point start doing... Oh, there we go. You can see the nostrils, it seems, coming out here as well. Does make sense, and they're blowing out steam, or not steam, blowing out air there, giving that whistle just before it charges, lowers its head because, well, the head is basically impenetrable. You can't do anything to this. I mean, look at this. The whole body, it seems, at the moment is covered with mud as well. It was rolling around in the mud just now. So, yeah. But we are going to, at some point, do expeditions a bit as well, rather than just the missions. The missions are fun because it does open up areas like the Wildspire Wastes. So I'm thinking, maybe next time we actually do an expedition into either the Wildspire Waste here or into the Ancient Forest. So let me know what you would like to see me do next, if not one of the main missions.
Glad
Alright.
you're back. Oh, don't worry. I found a safe place for the scholars to hide. I guess I'll go round them up. Wait for us back at camp.
Alright, so now let's see what happens. Of course, a slag left behind. Ooh, there's a person. Hello there.
You there. Are you part of the Fifth Fleet?
Indeed we are.
And
Yes.
that means the other crossing is upon us again.
Mm-hmm. Did you not see them?
The years fly by faster than I can count them.
Who are you?
I too am a hunter
Ah,
of the First Fleet.
okay.
Might I trouble you to share your tale with me?
Sure. Happily share what we have been up to.
Let's find a suitable place. Are you tracking the monster that dropped that massive
Yes, yes, that's the one. We are indeed
slag? I as well.
tracking. Oh, you as well, okay.
Seems so easy. Follow the trail, find the truth.
I'm guessing it's not that easy.
Please pass a message on to the commander that I am safe.
Alright, we'll do
But
so.
the force compels me on, and I intend to see where it takes me. If you too feel so compelled, then we will cross paths again at the end of all of this.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
Good to see you.
Yes, we're back, Commander. Apparently everyone is safe. Well, that is great. Escort mission successful. And they've been charting the evidence. They've collected across the continent. Okay, and maybe Zorah Magdaros' location will be pinpointed soon.
Okay.
Oh dear, a scholar has gotten separated from his escort. That, I guess, is going to be the next story mission. To try and find that missing scholar. Alright, so do let me know what you would like to see me do next. Either an expedition into the Ancient Forest, or an expedition into the Wildspire Wastes, or the next main mission, which is the sinister shadows in the swamp. So let me know what you would like to see me do next. But I think that is where we are going to be calling it today, everybody. So thank you very much for joining me on a little adventure here. Hope you enjoyed it. I've had a lot of fun. I'll be back again on Tuesday with another Towers of Agaspar video, and then Friday with another Monster Hunter World video. And of course, this coming Sunday, Nick and I will also be live streaming Ark Survival Ascended. So come and join us for that if you would like to join us for a nice, relaxing, and potentially chaotic stream. But until next time, everybody, stay safe. We'll see you all soon. Bye.